everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Roxanne the Tiny Taster and I am in Istanbul. That's right, I'm in Turkey, Istanbul. It is wonderful. I've had a great time and I thought I would make a video that shares everything that I've done, places to go, things that you should do, things that you should eat. Of course, that will be a separate video. I'll link that also below. But I hope you enjoyed this one. It's everything you should do when you come to this city. It's just some of the things, but I try to pack in a lot of it. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, as always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the video. So the first place that I went to and I highly recommend is of course the Blue Mosque, also officially known as the Sultan Ahmed Mosque. It is beautiful. It's called the Blue Mosque of course because of all these lovely blue tiles, and it is stunning inside. You can go in. There might be a couple of lines and you have to wait a bit, but it is definitely worth it. Get a guide who will tell you all the details. It's beautiful. This might be my most favorite, my absolute favorite monument in Istanbul. It is stunning. This is of course the beautiful Hagia Sophia or the Hagia Sophia. It's got many names. This used to be a church and now it is a mosque. It is just the most beautiful structure I have been in. I could spend hours here. In fact, I wish I did. It is steeped in history and so beautiful. This is the entrance to the mosque. It's quite something. It's the first glimpse that you see, and these massive doors on the side were actually rumored to have been part of Noah's Ark, and that has been put here to guard the entrance of the mosque. It's just stunning. I wish I had spent more than just one day here. I definitely recommend you visit, maybe more than once if you really enjoy it. Of course, you can come to the mosque on your own. It is beautiful, absolutely stunning, but there is so much history and so much information. I would recommend that you get a guide. Istanbul is home to some amazing markets. This one is the Grand Bazaar. I know some people think it's a little bit too touristy, but it's still wonderful to visit. You could buy some nice fake designer stuff, but great quality bags, shoes. You could buy sweets, spices, a whole load of Turkish delights. It's wonderful. I think that it's still worth a visit, and then you can decide if you like the price or not. But hey, you can bargain. They actually encourage it. Still definitely worth a visit at least once. I'm here at Dolmabagche Palace. That's what it looks like with me in the middle. Unfortunately, no pictures or photographs or videos allowed inside, but they give you a nice audio guide, so that's a really nice thing and great for pictures, so definitely come here. The Dolmabagche Palace, which is now the Presidential Palace, was home to the last 6 sultans of the Royal Ottoman Empire right up till 1924. Definitely worth a visit, even though you can't take any pictures. The audio-video guide is fab. Don't miss this. Another bazaar that I really like is the Egyptian Bazaar, also known as the Spice Bazaar or the Spice Market. It's quite obvious. It's known for its different types of spices, but you also get things like Turkish tea, Turkish delight, baklava, sweets, all sorts of things. I personally really like this because I like doing food shopping and it makes for great gifts, especially if you have to take stuff back home for friends and family. But also don't miss the shops right outside. They've got some very cool things worth a visit. Galata Tower is a nice old medieval tower that looks beautiful. You can spot it from different parts of the city. It's quite iconic. You can go up there and get a nice aerial view of Istanbul, but I skipped that because of the really long lines. I'm told this is a popular spot for wedding proposals, so a lot of couples go up there, but I just said it's fine. I like to be down below. Lots of shops and cafes to hang around. It's just a fun neighborhood to explore. Something I think you must do, especially in a city like Istanbul, is visit one of their rooftop cafes. There are so many across the city, many hidden spots, but they've all got fantastic views of the Bosphorus, of Istanbul from different corners. It's just really nice to grab a drink, even non-alcoholic if you're not drinking, eat some nice food, hang out with friends. I really wish I did this more than just once. And then this cafe that I went to actually had a little bit of entertainment. Well, not entertainment, but you get a little sense of Turkish culture with this whirling dervish. It's really quite lovely. There are lots of wonderful neighborhoods. I just feel like apart from the touristic things, you should just explore different neighborhoods. The Galata Bridge, which has lots of fishermen. I think it's a national pastime in Istanbul. Everybody likes to fish. And they've got great restaurants as well. Then an area called Karakoy, which is quite nice. Another area called Ortaköy. I don't know too much about these places, but every time I just walked by, it was so lovely. You get to feel a little bit like a local and just see what people are doing and hang out and just enjoy this wonderful view and fresh breeze. So one of the nicest things to do in Istanbul is to get on a ferry and take a nice ferry ride down the Bosphorus. We're just getting started. It's nice and cool. The weather is great. Of course, if it was sunny, it would be even nicer. But it's still a lovely experience, and you can sail down and enjoy this beautiful view. A great thing to do is to get onto the Bosphorus on a nice boat ride. The views are spectacular because you get to see everything that's on the bank. Please note, this is not a river. The Bosphorus is actually a strait, and you can see lovely views like the Dolmabagche Palace and all these lovely hotels and different things. They have like a guided tour. It's about an hour and a half. You could even just take a local ferry and go up and down. It's quite enjoyable. And then they've also got the same ferry at night, so you could do this at night and get a very different perspective. It's also got an audio guide, and they give you a lovely Turkish dinner if that's something you enjoy. I actually did it twice. I did it in the day and in the night just to get two different perspectives, and I enjoyed both. Now, this might not be a thing to do in the sense it's not a tourist attraction per se, but my gosh, what a fantastic city for food. So if you have not taken a local food tour or just even walked into different restaurants or cafes or little street vendors and tried out local Turkish food, trust me, you will be missing out on so much. If you eat meat or fish, you're in for a treat. This is really the city to eat it in, but lots of pastry, lots of dessert, lots of vegetarian stuff as well. It's just probably not marketed as much. Definitely try the food. Right at the beginning of Taksim Square is Istiklal Street. It's almost 2 or 3 kilometers long, and it's a wonderful street for shopping, with different shops, with different cafes, restaurants. It's a little bit touristy, but great fun. It's also got this nice big red tram that takes you from one end of Istiklal Street all the way up to Taksim Square. So that's fun if you want to hop on as well. Some great eateries, especially the roadside ones, which have lovely doner kebabs and just little doner rolls. Just fun to be around and great for shopping as well. My favorite part of Istiklal Street is their Turkish ice cream shops. You've got to try a nice Turkish ice cream. They do this little song and dance where they do this game where they try to give you the ice cream and then they take it away. I didn't even film that. I didn't bother. I was just so obsessed with the ice cream, especially pistachio. It's delicious. You cannot come to Turkey and not eat baklava. This is a local shop called Karakoy Gulu Oglu, which a lot of local people vouched for, and we just had so much fun. It was delicious, not as sweet as you get in other Arabic countries, but great. I even got some of my favorite pistachio ice cream here. But please try baklava anywhere. It's just one of those things you must eat when you're in Istanbul. A visit to the Topkapi Palace is definitely 100% something you should do when you are in Istanbul. It is the old ancient palace for all the sultans from the Ottoman Empire, and it is now a museum. It's massive. There's so much history over here, and it gives you a really nice understanding of the country and the history behind it. It's just beautiful. There are so many ancient artifacts, from weapons to jewelry to jewels, including this incredible massive diamond. There's a story behind everything. I don't remember all of it. Honestly, you really need a guide over here to give you some history and context, or take an audio-visual guide, but it's quite something. This is another special area or a special enclosement which has different artifacts that are very important in Islam. Like this is a copy, or I think it is the actual footprint, the Prophet's footprint. I'm not too sure. And then there are other different artifacts. It's just wonderful. It's incredible. You feel like there's a part of history and you're a part of this history and you get to witness this. So really, really recommend a trip to this museum. So this is it. This is my summation of what you should do in Istanbul. Of course, there's so much more, but I think if you do this, you've got the highlights and it'll give you a great insight into the city. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, please don't forget to give it a big fat like. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you like this. If you've been to Istanbul, what's your favorite? I love hearing from you guys. And of course, please share this with all your friends. And I'll see you guys very, very soon.